says, oh, drugs don't work, I guarantee you there's some fucking special God coach out there. Don't sir.
Yeah.
Drugs don't impair people.
My head hurt. My head's still hurting, Nick. It's not going away.
Well, we're just gonna be stuck with it. Well, we're just never gonna cross anybody ever again.
Okay,
The way things
see
get
ya.
going.
No. I'm gonna hydrate, see if that helps.
I haven't given hydrate.
Let's take a peek, shall we, Lord Beerus?
So much stuff going on.
You need to learn to regularly hydrate.
But yeah, Nick, like, I don't know what a living demigod would be like on drugs.
You've seen them with drink, I would imagine drink, God.
I was going to say, you heard me over Discord.
Harry, I don't want to know what you as a living demigod would do for amusement. I don't want to know what you as a living demigod would do. I don't know what you as a living demigod would do just because you found it funny.
People who basically abuse their children.
Let's not get crazy.
I'm just having fun with you, Ricky.
What are your army doing here, Frieza?
Is that not obvious to you? I'm here for revenge. I don't see Goku. Where has
Oh, by the way,
he
Nick.
gone? I came all this way after
Yeah.
all, and I would hate to destroy
Well,
everyone
while
he's
I'm hydrating to get rid of my headache, I have a question for
hearing
you.
him beg me not to.
I might have answered.
As a kid, you should be able to.
If Ender, Ring, or Zon were to become living demigods, what do you think their realms of power would be?
Well,
I don't think you're bad here
most
now.
of his men, I guess.
Oh.
But this is really
You have to
serious.
think about it. Because there's obvious things and then there's not obvious things. I want to have a complete
And
answer.
again, so has
Fair
Frieza.
enough. Well, we know for a fact that Zon's gonna be a demigod of Smiths.
Seem familiar.
Like I said, there's obvious things and I have to make sure you have the experience.
Jerry, Morty,
To
or
see
Summer?
children grow.
What?
The Smiths.
Oh, god damn it,
Give me
Harry.
some room. It's mine.
So you want to have all their realms of influence would be one, don't you, Nick?
Yeah, Piccolo. I'm not a kid anymore.
He is a man who doesn't do things half-ass. And that is a compliment.
Yes.
Suit yourself.
He is our Piccolo.
And here
That's supposed to be.
why are you guys going to keep gassing me up? I'm serious.
Born
What I'm saying legitimately, of the three of us, you are more the Piccolo.
Peaceful planet.
I don't know what I am, but it's definitely the
We got a problem.
You're the Goku.
PFS or regular.
Not done yet.
Yes.
I can see the TFS.
Goku.
I can see the TFS one. Explain regular, please.
Regular, you have your moments of extreme, where you're really serious, but for the most part, you're outside when it requires it, you're goofy.
Ah,
But you also have surprising wisdom when you want to.
ah. Is Ricky Vegeta because he's short?
Fuck you.
Also that.
I'll unleash my true
But yeah, because the two of us, you're definitely the Piccolo.
Why am I a Piccolo?
Because you're the smartest, the wisest, and you're the most seeming fool, and you're the best seeming fool.
How am I cloned in any way?
You want a list?
Yeah, how would a random white guy from suburbia like me cool in the slightest?
First of all, you're a giant. You got a cool looking beard. You're fine. You know how to take care of yourself better than any of us. You're financially stable, and you're a great writer.
My turn now. Over here.
You've fallen for it.
I'm a writer.
Yes, you are.
This'll finish you off.
You don't believe it, do you?
Tapping into my full strength. Is that because I
Yeah,
have...
look, I'm saying facts.
So are we.
Are you really alleging that we're not speaking facts, motherfucker?
Are you accusing us of lying?
Miserable.
Really misinterpreting the facts.
So lying with extra steps.
Ricky, you have found away more fucking views than you. It takes me, Thomas, and Harry
Nick,
combined to mount a challenge
Nick,
to the amount of views.
Nick, Nick, find the previous numbers and show him the previous numbers, not current numbers.
I can do that. Jeez. Give me 1 second. Okay, when was the last time we did that? Yeah, there you go, in May.
We missed it for the entire month of June.
Yes. By the way, when it says more, that means, okay, anyways. Never mind, so these are updated numbers, but you get the fucking point. Also, the math there, 30 on the total is actually the 50.
Yep, it's all set.
And okay, so I had to fix something. Okay. Behold.
Cool. Let's get underway.
And for the audience, because I am streaming, why don't you read the numbers out loud?
Yes, and never mind. Two of these numbers have not been updated since March 30th.
Thomas's total, 42,857. Harry's total, 51,430. Nick's total, 113,431. My total, 175,984.
So you see, people, well, in order to overtake Ricky, we have to combine my numbers, Thomas's numbers, and Nick's numbers here. And he says that he's not the best of us.
And bear in mind, two of those numbers that we were combining to get over Ricky are out of date.
What are you and your
As a Ricky's
doing,
number.
Frieza?
That means nothing.
We have actual statistical evidence. There is legitimate statistical evidence that people like his work, and he still denies it.
Also, on fanfiction, Return of the Dragon apparently has gained 2 follows this week.
I guess. But this is really serious, Bulma.
That proves nothing.
You've gotten stronger. But then again, so has Frieza.
Now, why does that one seem familiar?
For Shy-Fox now is that on fanfiction is up
No
to...
question about it. It's so touching to see children grow.
Give me some room. He's mine.
You got a new review on Shy-Fox, Ricky, on chapter 1.
It was an art commission. It was an art commission request. It doesn't count.
Piccolo, I'm not a
And
kid
today,
anymore.
go for the night. Also, you're up to 191 favorites and 237 followers. Nothing.
That hurts nothing.
My daughter
Why are you
was born
consistent?
this and I want my little girl to
Because I'm
live a
correct, never
happy
right.
life on a peaceful
Also,
planet.
Tiny King has 71 favorites and
You're
79 followers.
We got a problem.
I gotta prove nothing.
Ricky, you are saying one thing about me and another thing about yourself. What's the same thing? Come on.
This'll finish.
By the way, you also keep reviews from 6,000 views on Tiger King, man.
Well, excuse me for trying to be humble.
Ricky, there's humble, and then there's self-depreciating. You can at least take the compliment when we say you're a good writer and at least say thank you.
Okay, thank you for trying to hype me up.
And at least admit that you are, like, 'cause we say you're at least decent, and you say no to that.
Oh, I don't know when this happened, but Return of the Dragon was up to 4 kudos on videos.
Sorry, what?
For the 4 kudos and 122 hits. I mean,
You gotta be kidding me.
Ricky, go on AO3 now and look instead.
In the words of some internet meme, does he lie? Does he lie?
This'll finish.
I'm trying to be humble here.
Is being humble and still accepting what you and still accepting the numbers.
Bad boy.
Holy crap, we are actually getting fairly close to 700,000 word count on AO3.
Why can't I be humble without accepting the numbers?
Humble people can accept accolades as they're like, thank you. But, you know what I mean? It's not being Chris.
I've underestimated you, son of Goku. You say in surprise.
If that's a rigid impasse, haven't we, Ricky?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious one.
How's the headache, by the way?
Going down, but now Zero's in the bathroom.
I am currently fighting Frieza as Gohan.
Please stop.
Would you mind piping down?
My, how terribly dull.
Oh.
We're definitely gonna have to post today, and after that, we're gonna have to. About a week or two from now, we're gonna have to go over the numbers.
And besides, Ricky, we're not saying you're the best writer ever. We're saying you're the best writer of us.
I don't know. You guys are really good.
Good, but that doesn't mean that you're not better. And that gives us something to strive for, thus allowing you to be the Goku who, like, if we surpass you, it gives you motivation to surpass us. You are the Goku in numbers.
You're embarrassing me.
I'm just giving you a compliment.
You can't escape me anymore!
Like, I'm actually just genuinely trying to be nice. I know it's a weird concept.
Would you mind piping down?
I've underestimated you, son of Goku. You say and surprise me and aggravate me to no end.
Shoot! Would you mind piping down?
But yeah, I'm in one of the sparking.
Would you mind piping down? My turn now. Would you mind piping down? I'll give you a fight.
One of my favorite moves in the game comes from Merged Zamasu. I think it's either his triangles or his circle, but he flies in and begins the attack by pimp slapping the person and across the freaking map, and then goes in for a blast.
Gaining battle by 2 Saiyans already.
I don't know why, just Zamasu pimp slapping someone. Why is that funny?
Because yes.
Over here. You got it. It's high time you had a taste of the power that can destroy the stars.
Well, I like that.
You can't escape me anymore.
Jiron wiped himself really well.
Well, that's rare.
Mm-hmm.
You're mine.
Round
You
2.
do realize that in the process of doing posting, you're going to see some stat that says that higher stats, right?
I have to resign myself to that.
Serves. This transformation is in final form, isn't it? If that's the case, I think we're done here. There's no point in
Hey, do you
continuing
want
this
us
fight.
to edit the chapter we just did on?
the best.
Well, that is the next chapter that we would need to post, I believe.
Alright, we'll edit that first, then we'll start posting. Let me just get yours.
I was gonna say, hold up, Nick. You're on AO3 right now. Check to see, double check to see what the most recent chapter for Chosen's has been and posted on AO3.
Remembering what he did to me makes my stomach.
One
I shall
memento.
have my revenge by
In your-
exterminating you all.
Where the fuck? Yes, it's going to be chapter 18, because the last one was chapter 17.
I'm the only one who doesn't have a backlog.
Watch out!
Now, Silver. Well, okay. Into the glory for me. I have a story. I don't have a backlog.
Frieza, I will never forgive you for this.
Oh, for fuck's sake, am I?
It's your
Why you just
fault.
don't now suck at
Everyone has
fucking
had to suffer.
copying? God damn it.
I can do it. Hang on.
Thank you, because my fucking thing does not want to do. There. Honestly, you need to do it honors now, anyways.
You don't even
Yeah.
have that golden Super Saiyan hair, and yet you're stronger than before. Well then,
Yeah,
as long as we're
I'm
letting
gonna
your
do mouse
Adams
stuff.
take the wheel, I might as well follow suit. So let's step it up a notch, shall
I'm
we?
getting annoyed with this one.
By the way, Harry, can you mute it for a sec?
Gotcha. Let me just find the button to do that.
I've left you utterly speechless. If you surrender now, I might be merciful.
Surrender? Not in a million years. All this time, I've worked hard to train myself so that I could protect the people I love.
So noble and so sad that your efforts were for naught. Your family and all the rest of your friends, they'll soon perish by my golden might.
His power!
This battle is unbelievable.
Frieza! You're done!
I'd love to kill Goku more, but I suppose murdering his son is the next best thing.
You'll never get a chance. I'm putting an end to you myself.
You're in my way.
Shoot! Not done yet. Shoot!
You're in my way.
What's wrong? Not done yet. End of the line.
You're in my way.
It's useless!
I'll give you a fight. My potential fully unlocked again. All your movements are as slow as molasses to me, Frieza.
Preposterous! This is not over, do you hear me? I'm teaching you a lesson in respect, Saiyan! I am mighty and you are not!
Stop me if you've heard this one. Take your army, get off this planet. Never come back. Give up your evil ways. And only then will I stop attacking.
If you think I'd accept that offer, you're even more idiotic than Goku is soft-hearted.
Every word you speak is an insult to me! Now I will silence you!
You bastard! Don't make me laugh. I would rather die than surrender to the child of my worst enemy!
Awesome! You took it to him, Gohan! Nice going, big bro!
Thanks, guys. But it was a close call.
Gohan, are you okay? For someone who just won a battle, you look half dead.
Yeah. Actually, Piccolo, this battle made me realize I'm not nearly as skilled as I used to be. While I was fighting Frieza, even though I outmatched him in terms of power, it hit me how much I was struggling just to stay alive.
Well, what are you gonna do? At times like this, when Goku isn't around and powerful enemies appear, you're not just gonna cry and run away, are you?
Never. I have people to protect. All of you guys included. So Piccolo, will you help me train again? Just like old times?
Sure. I'll put together a special regimen and we'll start right away.
Going up against the fighters of Universe 6 would be a great chance to hone my skills. Please, let me join the team.
You know, Gohan, when we went against the guys from Universe 6, your battle with Hit was amazing!
Thanks, but if that had been a real fight, I would have been in big trouble. I gotta train harder.
You've certainly been training hard enough. Even I can't help but notice how much your damn power's increased.
No doubt. In fact, Gohan is leaps ahead of the level he was at when I watched him train. This was due in part to the help of the Elder Kai, of course, but his own efforts surely played an equally large role.
As of late, your battle with Universe 6 is being talked about across all universes.
Really? I had no idea.
Yes, the Supreme Kais from across the multiverse have grown curious too.
To know they're all watching me? It's both kind of flattering and embarrassing. Trunks, it's me!
Gohan! It can't be! It's him!
Is that... me?
No, not quite. Only in body, but not in spirit. I never expected to see you here, Black.
Black? No wonder I couldn't find you, Trunks. That's bizarre. The ring must have created a tear in space-time. You're looking quite well, Gohan. Trunks! Truth be known, I've often wondered what it would be like to fight against you in this body. I can't begin to guess who or what you are, but my gut tells me you're the worst enemy I've faced yet. Oh, is that what you think? Fine then. Let's go beyond. This is horrible. It's like fighting an evil reflection of myself.
This is it! This will finish it!
But why? Why does he even exist? Excellent. You can hurt me as much as you want. The pain will only make me stronger. This is bad.
You figure, right?
I just
You just what?
I just kicked Gohan Black back to the future.
Nice. But yeah, like, it seems like the shorter the chapters are, the less time it takes, Nick.
Well, that explains a lot, then.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Black appeared.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm more dated.
Yeah. Okay, we're just trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, but here, no napping yet. Wait, no napping. You gotta stay up for a night so you fall asleep easier.
My only dismay with this is we don't, as far as I remember, we don't get Gohan versus his regular Zamasu.
Oh, for Harry, yes, you can unmute.
Oh, I already did.
Alright. Just making sure.
So
Well,
Gohan
very
Black
make you
and
feel better,
Zamasu,
Ricky.
they aren't the same person?
Zamasu?
Just who I wanted to see.
So you were scheming with Black all along.
Scheming, such a negative word. We are more like comrades on a righteous crusade.
Just what are you trying to
So
accomplish?
that I can get it, so that I can look it over and get it ready to post.
Unwelcome in the paradise
I'm okay.
Unnecessary?
Gohan, let me help you.
Yeah.
And your horses.
No. None of
And your
them
hypocrites.
are having any effect.
Holding the press.
You have my gratitude.
Potato.
The genetics of your race have allowed this immortal body of mine to both endure and improve from any injury I sustain.
An immortal body?
Here I am.
Shoot! Over here!
Oh, Ricky, did you like the handle Leo Filius?
Yes.
This will finish it!
I was thinking off. I
Leave
do,
Zamasu to me. Return to the past now!
only remember this guy.
Yeah, the guy doesn't really make that much of an appearance until Deathly Hallows.
Yeah, he's just a weirdo.
Pretty much.
That weird. I didn't weirdo.
He's where Luna gets it from.
Absolutely. Oh, really? I read through it. There wasn't really that much. Your turn, Ricky.
That should be enough. Though hopefully you shouldn't have to use it.
Thanks for teaching it to me, Piccolo. Listen, I need you to be brutally honest with me. Do you really think I can pull this off?
Why wouldn't I?
The evil containment wave is a technique with a low chance of success, right? If I screw it up, and Zamasu isn't sealed away, then...
Don't start doubting yourself now. Gohan, we've all told you enough times how powerful you really are. If you have the will, you can do anything. That includes using the evil containment wave and saving Trunks. You know I'd have no reason to lie to you, right?
No. I believe you wholeheartedly, Piccolo. I'll save Trunks' whole future. I promise.
I misspelled Mafalda a few times. I don't know how I did that.
How do you spell it?
Yeah, it could have been me too. It could have been me too.
Miracles can happen. How do you like this new form? In the past, you have drawn on your innermost strength. You too can draw on my innermost strength as a god. Innermost strength? Wait, how do you know about that ritual the Elder Supreme's guide performed with me?
You're mine! Shoot! The end is nigh! You can't win! Not done yet! I'll give you a fight!
I know all. I know that the Saiyans are a race of barbarians at heart. So of course, why wouldn't we pursue attaining the closest thing to godship? More insulting still, your fight with Universe 6 was pure arrogance. Flaunting that ill-received power as if you were superior to the gods themselves. That match too? How long have you been watching? My dear Gohan, have you really not pieced together the origins of the divine soul inhabiting this body? I'm none other than the Kai once called Zamasu, the god defeated by a mere mortal. You. With the unlimited power of the Super Dragon Balls, I cast off my old time has come. Behold, the true power of a god.
It's time to show them divine perfection made whole. Worship me. Give praise unto me. Me the beautiful, the sublime. Me the invincible, the almighty and divine. All hail Zamasu. Justice incarnate!
You call this justice? You don't have a clue!
Still spouting your blasphemy, you low-laid insolent Saiyan. I shall blind you with my divine light! Blades of judgment.
Okay, we're good. You can copy and paste it back in the document next to it so Harry can get to it.
Just as
Did you rip from it?
family did.
Wait a minute.
Alright.
Derp.
Look, you know it's a technical issue. Gotta be not wanting to do it is fuck.
Guess that much.
I know. Fine, you can go get water.
Pan, you!
By a god! Disgusting! Pitiful humans like you aren't worthy of such divine might!
You think so? I'll see how worthy I am.
I'll witness the wrath of the gods!
You can't win. Give you a fight. Into the line. I'll give you a fight.
Yay!
Good job, John. Yeah, I know all of them are shared because again we set this up. We got to get back to which ones are the. Wait a minute, I got a list of that. Give me a second.
Go on!
Do you have
Look, since Black's body is an immortal,
Yeah.
fusing with Zamasu is corrupting their
the
flesh.
necessary place
They should be
up and ready?
weakened.
Let's get him, go!
Right, Dad.
What do you think you're doing?
Ricky? Yeah. Do you have the necessary sites up?
Hang on.
Zamasu, you don't deserve to have mercy.
You!
Because remember you do
We're close to finishing him now.
the chapter for
I'm all wiped out after
Deviant,
that.
the original chapter for Deviant.
It's not over yet, Dad.
Potentially Shy Fox on all five
We've got
sides.
one sensu bean left.
No,
Uh-huh.
I'll pass
And
him.
the rest of them are
This is your battle to finish. Go
on
on!
Okay.
No.
Please.
Harry, which
Let me fight
site do you
alongside
want Ricky to post chapter 18 on?
Listen,
Forget that.
I really don't care which one, since it'll take about the same amount of time since he's not making an entirely new story.
Which site do you usually handle?
I do F,
Usually, what, Harry?
FFAO3 DeviantArt.
Okay, so
I will scribble up.
yes, you'll do Web Balance Scribble Hub.
But, Trunks,
Alright.
you're hurt.
I
Makes it
know,
simple, right?
but this is my fight, just as much as it is yours. I beg of you, let me protect my own future.
We'll always start with Joe. They don't think about
We
shit.
go together.
I'm already working on it for AO3 first. First, while kicking ass and taking names.
For Ricky. But that works too, Ricky. Good job. Alright, so Ricky has the stuff. Smart.
Choose something. Add a chapter.
Were there ones that he posted besides? So, okay, so we have the current chapter of Chosen's, chapter 22 of Silver Eyes, chapter 23 of Red Wolf. What else?
Well, Red Wolf has the running game on and Red Bell was Scribble has been fine. Tiger King and Shybox. bare minimum, but potentially we've reached the point of that going. Right? Actually, give me 1 second. Young fans, whichever you. Okay, we're trying to put it to a shot box already. Every 22 would make you. Could be pro walk collected, I think everything. We have chapter 16. It'll be chapter 17. If we've got that. In the back. That means we'll save that one for last. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah, because the only one that I know that doesn't need to get posted is Indigo Glory. Because that one we're ready on Sunday. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
I hope Ricky's able to break the curse. Yes, that is. Oh, we got once we get done with rating, not it's actually close to the first chapter. Okay. Okay. Mystery. All the bullshit that goes into it. Ricky, he's our man. Wait. I have a better one.
It's over!
Ricky, please tell me you.
Very good.
And one thing. Now, does this have... What are you doing? It's distracting. Oh,
It's over!
And I want you to do it, and you know what to do. Anywho, chapter yada yada posted there. Next up, fanfiction.net app, Doc Manager. Press the X button.
His divine sanctity. How dare you? How dare you lay a finger on me?
Manager. Add a chapter.
How will you escape my justice next? Will you run to the past again? Or will you try the future? How will you compensate for your weakness now?
Justice isn't the only kind of strength in this world. I can always rely on them.
Go on.
Go on.
Compared to gods,
I'm sorry for getting slow.
but you can never make me ashamed of
That's
that.
it to me.
Wrong character.
He once saved my life, and And that inspires me to fight for everyone.
Also, done.
Believing in each other. That's what
That's
makes us
good.
going.
I mean, hey, that's so bad.
I like how when it's Gohan and who gets taken, Trunks' future actually does legitimately get saved.
You get him, Gohan! Trunks, finish this! Yeah!
Here's sit down.
Gohan!
What's up, Nick?
This one's for you, Piccolo.
Yay?
Like, it's kind of funny when you think about it.
Maybe because unlike his father, Gohan's not an idiot.
He's not an idiot, Ricky. It's because it was trauma.
And trauma?
No, I mean the kind of trauma you know what I mean. That you get from
Goku's not so much stupid as he's forgetful. There's a difference.
I mean, they're both equally unhelpful in their own way.
Yep.
It worked. We
Oh
did
no,
it.
Ricky. They're both equally unhelpful
Your whole time
in their
is safe
own
now.
unique way.
Trunks, everything's gonna be okay.
Well, don't forget about the brain damage.
And the brain damage. And the brain damage.
Weakness identified.
My Gotens! I know that's from a different fight, but it works perfectly.
Yeah, it's finally over.
Well,
Does that mean that Chi-Chi named Goten after Goten's testicles?
stay here.
Because she would, as far as she's aware, she would never get them again.
If you want to, you're
That
welcome
is
to come back to our
sad.
timeline.
What, Jim? If you want water, make it yourself.
Remember, a Saiyan came out of a woman because a Saiyan came in a woman.
I appreciate that. My voice is here. Now, it's my duty.
But our story is now a full-fledged budding adult.
Is that so?
I
Why you
believe
weird?
Now I can start paying taxes.
Trunks.
Magical taxes. Does the Wizarding World have taxes?
I mean,
Texas, you moron!
taxes.
Texas, you moron!
Gohan, welcome back.
Back to...
I'm home, girls.
And now Toad's Needle is up on all 5 sides.
Yay.
Okay.
With everything we've
Although I
been through
love the
all these
implication
years,
with Goku and Goten that would say that if Gohan and Videl had another kid, whether it was a boy or a girl, it would have Goku's / Bardock's hair.
and my family.
Ricky,
I am
Ricky?
who I am because of them.
So now you like getting mine and waiting for yours. Sorry, Red Wolf and David.
How body? You're just flipping out.
Oh.
Junior, come here.
Hang on, I gotta cover you.
I was about to say the joke. Remember, Ricky, the hand is to be used who's in defense.
He
You're flipping out about that.
defended, he attacked, but most importantly, he has blown it off.
I am now
What
going...
was that third one? I think Jerry's upset that I didn't let him take a nap.
No matter the opponent, I never lose.
Well, too bad. Right?
There's got to be more to my power.
I don't know. I just thought about. I legitimately just thought of that one Demon Slayer meme. She protect, she attack. Most importantly, she live in a backpack.
She got blowout ammo rack.
She protect, she attack. You know, he's going for a snack. But most importantly of all, she live in a backpack.
Which is not inaccurate. She does essentially live in a backpack.
Yep.
Also, I'm now going through.
Cassandra carries it out in a box on his back.
Should I show my father my new transformation? Or would that be too damaging?
I'm going down
to
the
his
path
pride?
of Vegeta being the hero of the Cell games.
Come now. Let's not waste any time, boy.
I'm sure he stole your due.
That actually begs a question. I'm gonna look into that later because I don't remember if Super 13 is in this game. I know regular 13 is. I think.
I'd be shocked.
Should I keep it to myself?
No.
Or show him what I can really do?
Hurry up. You better
I
not
genuinely
hold
love
back
just
the
how
slightest
fucking
bit.
horrified his fucking voice sounds. Oh.
And then someone stupid get in my way.
That one's also good. Someone stupid get in my way.
Yeah, it's like I'll save you, Bob. Die. And you just laughing at Trunks.
No, I know. No, remember, Super 13 blasts him away.
The last thing is fucking everything left here.
And it's like, idiots. I think someone stupid get in my way.
Yeah.
Again, the problem with Vegeta, the two flaws he has. The two flaws that Vegeta has in combat is, one, he plays with food too damn much, and two, he completely misreads the situation. Is that accurate?
It is very accurate.
And the one fight that displays off both, because most Vegeta fights only have one of those flaws with them. The one fight I can think of that has both is him versus 18.
Yep.
He completely fucked that. That's the moment where that's probably the one fight where he completely fucked a perfectly winnable situation the most.
Not really. 18 was going to win regardless.
I've already explained the whole thing about, android durability. But honestly, Vegeta had pretty good control of that fight for the most part until he let his ego get to his head.
Mm-hmm. He completely misread the situation because of the whole him smelling his own farts about getting back to Super Saiyan. And also the woman and all that other fun jazz. And two, they're a damn good deal. And notice all the times we talk about Vegeta's problem. His problem. Whose flaw is he getting it from?
This is it.
Vegeta.
I'm not playing around.
Again, the problem with the boo side was that, but that was planned. Like, you can tell me that Vegeta was not having way too much fucking fun here.
Who was?
That's the problem. It's not the plan. Vegeta got sidetracked.
We're not finished.
And he not.
Yep.
And we also found something, Ricky. You know, you remember Super Saiyan 5 Vegeta and why he was so weird, right? They're like, yeah, that was so weird with Omega. We figured it out. It's not Vegeta that he's getting the flaw from.
It's Goku.
Goku is doing his whole shtick like he did a fucking Frieza on Namek. He is doing the whole, it doesn't matter how strong you get, I'm still here. And that's a problem, is it not? Because I'm pretty sure by this, because by this point, because of Gotenks, we learned that the higher levels of Super Saiyan drastically reduce the length of the fusion time.
I'm not playing around.
Yep. Remember, because you're like, that came out like that. Remember Super Saiyan 3 Trunks? Yes. That didn't last as long as it should have.
Yep. Even if Super Saiyan, even if fusions can handle the forms longer, they can't. It drinks their fusion time in exchange.
Exactly that. And again, and they're like, oh, but Super Saiyan 4 doesn't do that.
It lasted 3 minutes. It lasted 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Basically, Super Saiyan 4 for the individual user does it. But what happens with 2 Super Saiyan 4s is together?
It would double the amount of stamina it takes up.
And again, it's the same problem, Ricky. It's the problem of with Gotenks. With Gotenks. The form's actual stamina is not being reduced. Gogeta was never tired in that fight.
Satisfied?
Goku didn't have enough stamina to maintain the fusion.
Well, and also on top of that, 2 Super Saiyan 4s fusing together, they actually gonna drain the time. And again, Goku was the one providing the flaw.
Yep.
Because he wished to dominate Omega.
Ironically enough, and again, oh, well, why was Gogeta better in Fusion Reform? Because the 2 of them are the same fucking. The 2 of them. Because, okay, from what you can tell, Metamoran in Fusion has a better track record of keeping the flaws of these of them in check more than the Tar does.
Yeah.
Because one needs only to look at Kale to get further fucking evidence of that. Khalifa to look at that. Because she's Teflon fucking steroids.
Yep. If anything, Teflon's more common than Khalifa.
Yeah, basically I think what it is with Teflon is it provides Teflon's flaws amped up by Kale's admiration of her.
It's Khalifa's flaws amped up by Kale's admiration. So that's why Teflon's even worse.
Exactly.
And as I put Gogeta...
And again, we've never seen a Metamoran fusion do something like that. Because Gotenks, you put 2 fucking hyperactive breaths together.
Did you think I wouldn't notice? You're the son I had with Bulma, aren't you?
Yeah, no fucking kidding you were gonna get that. What other round thing were you gonna get?
You're playing two hyperactive Saiyan brats
Now,
together.
what were you going to ask?
Yeah, Prince is gonna be that.
Spar with me?
That makes
I
perfect
realize that
sense.
training all on my own is.
And you said Gogeta had a 2 out of 3 track record.
Because, yeah, he was playing with Broly, but you could tell with the way Vegeta was fighting Broly before that Vegeta wasn't trying to kill Broly. He was trying to help Broly get out of his system.
Yes, admittedly, even
Yeah.
I've hit my limit pushing myself entirely solo.
Vegeta misread the situation.
And Goku, he tried to knock Broly down without beating some sense into Broly first.
If you and I were to
Well,
do battle,
actually, okay, Super Broly fighting in the Ice God, there was also another example like DT where he both misread the situation.
And yet read perfectly at the same time.
Yeah, that and also, he got way too into that, didn't he?
Yeah. But no, I'm talking about Goku. He tried to talk Broly down without helping him get out of his system first or beat some sense into him, which backfired because Broly copied it and used it.
But when Gogeta, sure, Gogeta didn't talk, but you could tell he was trying to calm Broly down while helping him get him out of the system. One plan didn't work, but both plans as one did work.
Letting Broly get out of his system while trying to beat some sense into him.
Basically, Vegeta and Goku both provided one half the plan. And Gogeta, when formed, is like, yeah. And it really does seem like the fusions are kind of like their own separate personalities. Like their own
They're all separate people, but their personalities seem to be the sum of their parts.
So yeah, basically Gogeta, when he was formed, and like that moment of him forming his head, like from those who like, okay, I got it. I get what the
hurry up and become your
perfect
form.
Let's do it.
Are you
serious? My question's back.
Cool.
I'm gonna post Red Wolf first, then we can go back and repel with him.
Are you sure?
But you get my point. Yeah, it's like Gogeta's like, okay, both of you trying to do. The problem is you both were doing it.
I'm
sure
there's
like, this only works if you do it at the same time. Got it.
A perfect set to endanger the whole world.
Honestly, I think the reason why the Batar is a fucking problem is because of its dividing. Because Batar is more designed to work with, like, eyes.
I know this.
Your eyes are much more mentally balanced than Saiyans.
Now officially blown.
Yeah, exactly. Because remember when Shin and Kamito fused together? Yeah, like, there was no issues. Same thing with, like, fucking, and again, another example. Fuse opposite. Yeah. That, like, Batar only really works if,
the dominant.
When there's at least one copy in the mix.
Perfection.
And you can argue with Fuse opposite, he had the soul of a comic.
I would say it's also that. I would say the Batar also is the case of it puts the dominant personality up front. Hence why, with Kefla, Caulifla was more up front than Kale, but Vegito?
And the two are fighting each other, like, it has to basically make up, who the fuck is the more dominant personality? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, because Kibito has a submissive personality when it comes to Shin.
And, but Goku and Vegeta, they submit to no one.
Except their wives.
But Kefla's more, that's why Khalifa's more stable than Vegeta, but the problem is that Kefla off the rails with Vegeta.
Kefla's the fusion, and Khalifa's the individual.
Right. Kefla is more stable than Vegeta, but more unhinged. Because Caulifla is the dominant personality, but her bad personalities are amplified by Kale's admiration of Caulifla.
something.
Exactly. So yeah, like, and again, the only time that Vegeta actually worked was against Uzasu, because that's because the two of them are in the same mindset.
We have to. Yep. And unlike Boo, Zamasu didn't have any hostages.
I simply cannot believe how long
like,
you survived.
it's basically, like, that's the only time that Vegeta ever worked, and it's very specific circumstances.
Almost feels like a shame to kill you.
Because here's the thing, we see in Kakarot, it's like in the whole mission, like, or whatever, like, post-game where you beat, Vegito, he fucking acts like fucking Vegeta. It's like, okay, let's throw Vegeta in charge. They put Vegeta in charge.
You become more and more fascinating by the second Vegeta.
Because he is an arrogant prick.
Then I shall hold a martial arts tournament.
I don't care. I know the Kakarot stuff isn't canon, but it's based off of canon material very closely.
And it was personally, and Corino, Toriyama personally added stuff to it when it was being worked on.
So basically, it's like, yeah, that's the main fucking problem, is the Baton has to make a fucking choice between those two, and it's a bad choice regardless.
Yep.
And also, you also have to factor in back then, that's the Vegeta of fucking the Majin Buu saga, and right after the Buu saga. That's not the same Vegeta as in the Goku Black arc.
I gotta admit, I genuinely thought you would disappoint me.
Indeed.
However,
again, it's why
Vegeta
works better, because the Metaphoric one, does it make sense? The Metaphoric one, it was made by mortals. Mortals are mortals.
And it's all about taking the best parts of both QZs.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
All right.
But people are always like, oh, which is superior? I say Metamorph.
No need to worry about who's
sure. Katara lasts longer, but it seems like it varies what kind of produces a stronger fusion. But when it comes to mental stability, the Metamorph has a better track record.
Actually, the mental stability is the thing, because it doesn't matter how strong you are, you can't bring it to bear.
I don't agree with Death Val that Vegeta would beat Gogeta.
No, because again, Vegito, the only time we've ever seen Vegito work was in a very specific situation.
Yes.
There's a reason why. There is a fucking reason why Gogeta shows up more.
Because he gets the job done more.
Because again, he combines the best bit of Goku and Vegeta. Why it works in Fusion Reborn is because it's bypassing the bits of Vegeta.
Goku.
Yeah, the problem, and they're like, well, how did it fuck up with GT? It's simple. Because of the because the Metamorph Fusion was made by people that were nowhere near as powerful as fucking Saiyan, obviously. Well, it's more like this. At a certain point, it's gonna get funky because you're using it in a situation it was never designed for. It was never designed to handle two fucking middle-aged Saiyans that have like fucking trained for decades to be fucking fighting machines in Super Saiyan 4.
Well, and Super Saiyan 4 brings out their more violent impulses.
Now, it's possible that deep down, Vegeta also wanted it to basically put Omega in his place.
That would explain it.
So, both of them were in that situation. But at the end of the day, it's like, you can't blame the fusion process. If that fusion process was never designed for that kind of situation.
No, it was not.
Batara. Oh yeah, let's put Batara with its mental track record into this. That sounds like a great idea. I guarantee you
son of a...
Yep.
What?
Because you're gonna see both of them. Okay. It's like you want. It's like basically you have a humanoid. At that point, you're just gonna have a humanoid grade A fucking minded Vegito. Have fun. He's just gonna bypass these two dumb fucks and go straight into the brain with both of them. Be like, have fun. Because that's clearly the dominant personality. The dominant personality set here. Have fun. And it's basically a situation like, okay, we've sent Godzilla on a monster. He won. Oh shit, he's still Godzilla.
His energy.
That's basically what would have fucking happened. Why do you want to do that?
No.
And like Zeno Vegito, who is the way he is, because the Zeno Goku and Zeno Vegeta, they're from how Trunks. They were pulled from Trunks' mind, and you know, with Granola, they are how Trunks sees Goku and Vegeta.
Surprised to see
they're not actually Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, they're just projections of how Trunks
survived your lap. It seems this body has taken a cue from.
Of course, they're going to be more rosy versions that you see.
From near crushing defeat, giving me infinite stores of strength.
Actual Goku and Vegeta, yeah.
One last chance.
I don't even do that now. We're just like they fucking do Latara when they're both a grade A.
It was always the goal to kill you with my newfound power.
Dude.
And there won't be
the
a
says,
no,
that's not how
left when I'm finished.
But I'm gonna have a grade 8 still inside of them. Do they not?
Yep.
You can't, just because you get rid of the tail, doesn't, or this grade 8 to physically appear, doesn't mean you get rid of the grade 8 inside of it. It's like their beast spirit. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's part of them. That's what the Beast Gohan is. It's basically the grade 8 getting out again.
It's Gohan letting out the grade 8 with all its potential drawn out.
Because what's the last thing to draw out of Gohan?
The beast within.
Of him.
The beast within.
That's why it's called Big. And again, it explains why he has a bit of trouble fucking control that, because he's never made peace with the Saiyan side of him.
He's never controlled the grade 8.
I mean, when I was told about Goku, I'm like, Goku at least the Granola side has finally made peace with the Saiyan side.
Yeah, he's finally made peace with his Saiyan heritage and what he truly is. Gohan never did that.
And Gohan, I don't think it would be hard for him to do that because of how he associates Saiyans.
He associates Saiyans with power, aggression, like a desire for battle.
And honestly, you know, there's one person who can actually be explained to him in a way that would make sense to him. That I think would be a very good moment that Dragon Ball would never do.
Vegeta?
What?
Well, aside from him.
Bye.
Oh, Goku.
Because if Goku, just Vegeta wouldn't be able to put it in a way that would make sense to Gohan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Goku is a pure-hearted Saiyan, is a pure-blood Saiyan, yet he's surprisingly gentle.
Well, it depends. Not disagreeing with you, but I'm saying to what you said, Nick. It depends on what era, because like let's say it's GT Vegeta.
Super.
Yeah, the GT Vegeta could do it, but Dragon Ball Super Vegeta never could.
Super Vegeta is.
I never thought
I'd say Goku would be the more safe option, even in GT, because he does, you know. He knows Gohan. He knows him perfectly. He's his dad.
Now you will
And also to
my
further question that to the people who think Goku's bad damn fucked up.
this entire planet.
Yeah. Actually, Goku could have this option to explain to Gohan that being a Saiyan doesn't mean just mean being an aggressive, battle-hungry force. There's much more to it.
And then basically, Goku asks, "Do you think I'm that, Gohan?"
It would have been that his dad likes to fight, but he doesn't actively seek out battle. Not aggressive or not all that aggressive.
Vegeta's energy is too
You simply say,
It's being
Gohan.
pushed back.
"Having power it's not just about having power and getting power. I want you to do it.
Goodbye, my
I
friend.
promise, and I use it to protect.
Even Vegeta's learned to use his pride and power to protect people.
I've become stronger. Father, all thanks to your help.
Like, basically, the two just having a heart-to-heart basically like, look, it's about using it. It's not about just because other Saiyans used it for that.
You are impressive, boy.
And that's the thing that Goku basically stands on.
Of course not.
Now what say we?
Goku knew that Saiyans were once he was serving them. But Goku chose not to go that route.
Like, he knew the way past Saiyans could behave, but he chose to be the Saiyan he wanted to be, not the Saiyans who came before.
And he would basically tell Gohan, it doesn't matter what you think of Saiyan. You're half Saiyan through me. That blood, that beast, the gray ape is inside of you.
If you don't control it, eventually it'll control you.
Way to go, Vegeta! You actually had me worried there for a second.
Right, Nick?
Yeah, exactly. And basically, Gohan. And basically, he just gives Gohan. Basically, he just gives Gohan a choice. You can, because basically he's like, "What should I do?"
Father.
And Goku simply just say, "What you choose to do."
Right, which means that rather than deny the great ape and run the risk of it controlling him, embrace it, accept it, and learn to control it.
Of course.
That person think if there's somebody that Gohan should go to control the beast, that would be Vegeta regardless.
Yeah.
Also, thoughts on my headcanon?
I agree with that.
Yeah, Goku's the best option to give Gohan the pep talk. Vegeta's the best option to teach him to control it.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, how's Posted killing Ricky?
Done with the Red Wolf chapter.
Alright.
Now I just gotta do the other four.
Did you do the Red Wolf? Now the Red Wolf one on Scribble Hub and no.
One novel. You want that one done before Silver Eyes?
Gathered here today.
Yes.
Yeah, admittedly, I mostly just like it because it's wholesome.
And Silver Eyes, then it's your two that need to get done.
100% though, admittedly, I just like that headcanon because it's kind of wholesome.
Yeah. He's giving both. He's putting it out because it's basically for both his both his fathers. He never really got to meet his dad or anything, but he's like, it's still just a nice little.
Super 13 is in it. I was just checking, and I am listening.
Like, it is a cute. It is a very like. And that's the thing that a lot of people like the moments I do like in Dragon Ball, those wholesome moments.
Because you know that the Namekian guy, he would insist that Goku take it.
Since you being part of this nicely hit.
Saiyan style introduction. I'm Shallot.
And even if, I can see Vegeta showing a bit of the GT part of him that we know he's becoming. And they say it's saying to Goku, you don't have to use the thing, but essentially, comparing it to that shrine. Because I imagine Vegeta by this point is seeing the shrine.
He's probably Steve, right?
He gets the concept, even if he's not one to really do it himself.
Yeah, he's seen how Gohan has in perfect shape. And how Goku visits him to his back.
I don't like that. That is a very... this is where the fun part is, because that is a typically kind of Chinese folk kind of tradition that Goku is doing. And it's really, if you look at it, it's kind of like, yeah, only like a sort of country bumpkin like him would do in the modern day.
Indeed.
And she's okay with it.
Because Grandpa Gohan and her father are and her father Outsting are the reason they met.
And also, again, Chi-Chi is a very traditional woman.
Hell, Goku was dead for 7 years. That damn thing looks just as good as it did before.
Which means Chi-Chi and the kids were maintaining it in Goku's absence.
Yep. Which again shows the level of respect the Song family has for their patriarch's grandfather.
This is the thing that people they don't respect Goku. Yes, they did. It's like, look, Chi-Chi. Yes, and like, here's the thing. And I sort of realized this, like, Chi-Chi hanging out with Goku, be like, oh, why? It's like, you live with somebody long enough, you're gonna get another like little shit.
And you can tell that they do it mostly for haha. Oh, look at the angry wife.
Again, it's like you live with somebody for however long. Like, and my dad says, like, look, you live with somebody for decades at a time. You're gonna get annoyed at shit with that shit they do. It's natural. I'm talking with Ricky about like Azura and like I use Azura and Yang for that. Like, the two don't love each other any less, but those two are gonna get annoyed with each other over little shit that they do. It's just a thing that happens with long-term habitation.
Some of the factor in. Chi-Chi, all Chi-Chi wanted was Goku to get pulled down and down to make their lives easier.
Also, because her father's body was destroyed. Also, another thing. The other thing was, one, she wanted him to set a good example for his kids, and also to not fucking keep going off and fighting, doing all this fighting shit, because he's a grandpa now, because he's getting old.
Consequences could get him killed, and they need him around.
He doesn't want him to die again. Did you remember the Destroyer turn in the anime where she fucking like hugged him and was crying and was so happy that he's alive?
Yeah, she was panicking while he was. She was probably panicking while he was using Kaioken on 10 against 10. Because she knows what that does to his body.
He's not even before.
Like, the last time she saw him use Kaioken, it nearly killed him.
Yeah. Like, you gotta remember, it's like, yeah, like, Chi-Chi isn't dumb to fighting. She understands, even with some of these weird shit that they do, she kind of understands the basics of it.
Hell, she was trained at the father of the Ox Kings in martial arts, so she knows the martial arts mindset.
She is the power, but she also knows it's like, dude, I get it, you're alien.
I need to get my act together.
But you're in your 50s.
Yep.
Hasn't quite figured out Saiyan physiology with that one.
But here's the thing, Chi-Chi also knows that from martial arts, and it's kind of the same thing with Saiyan, but it's kind of the same thing with martial arts too. Their mind is cracked at that sort of thing. Like, and it's hard fast.
Yep.
Well, eventually when Goku's body starts rapidly aging, it's gonna hit, all the training he's done is gonna hit him like a ton of bricks.
And she's dreading that.
Because she doesn't want her son, her husband to not be able to do what he loves, which is train.
Okay, the best way to put it is, she has the best friend. She's a terrible at explaining it. And Goku doesn't help. Because he thinks as a brick shit house.
Like, I don't think Chi-Chi wants him to stop fighting his fans. He just wants him to slow down and think about his health.
I forgot. If Burns is like, oh, when Goku fell asleep during Gohan's yoga, yeah, that was gonna fucking happen regardless. Like, even if we're factoring in C Goku, he'd still fucking fall asleep during that shit.
Yeah, because not because fighting's boring, but because he's not much of a movie kind of guy.
He doesn't like fighting. He prefers doing the fighting than watching.
I like how with online we learned that Goku and Vegeta essentially made a plan for when they reached their beyond their prime, when they reached their 80s.
Well, you certainly know how to.
That's what they do. What are they gonna do?
They're gonna go out into some random ass planet or galaxy for one last hurrah.
One last final fight to conclude.
Fair enough.
I have to imagine that at one point ain't the two of them just met at one day and discussed it. Like if neither of them are dead by the time they reach they both have reached their 80s.
Then they're gonna take a tap before ship, go out to some random uninhabited planet, and have one last final fuck.
Also, here's the other thing: is like again, if we're like Goku.
Which again, I like that because it shows the bond between Goku and Vegeta. They bond by training and sparring with each other. They bond by fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you getting enough love in your life?
And it shows that
again, it's another thing of like, and also if you think, I'll just realize something.
What?
Both Goku and Vegeta have the same philosophy over their family and what they do and everything. It's just they show it a different way.
We can mess with them all you want, but you touch their families and you're gonna die.
Like, for example, like, Goku never went against Chi-Chi on Gohan, getting educated and, getting a good job and everything. He agreed with her 100%.
He just wanted to be able to train Gohan so they could bond
Exactly. Like that's like, and again,
and not our fault.
Anything like Goten and what he wanted to do, he's like, yeah, do what you want, kid. Yeah, I'll support you.
And it's not about Saiyan culture, because at the time Goku didn't know he was a Saiyan. Like, no, this is the culture I learned from my grandpa.
Like, martial arts is in Goku's blood. If
it makes you happy, then do it.
And honestly, I think they should show Chi-Chi lightening up on her strict tendencies and just letting Goku train with his boys.
And then you have, and again, look at Vegeta. Vegeta's the same way. He's like,
would he want his son to be a warrior? Yes. But if his son wants to go down the path of a businessman, fine.
But as long as they can still train together to bond.
Vegeta's more of just like, I don't give a shit what you do, but you better the goddamn best fucking be at it.
Yep. And that's why
Vegeta's more demanding than Goku.
In royal families, you're expected to be the best in whatever you choose to do.
Like, look at, and this is, and I always love that one filler thing or whatever, of Vegeta at, like, that award ceremony for Bulma, and he's just like, I don't give, and It's not that he doesn't care. He's saying that because Vegeta, of course. It is fucking I don't see the big deal of Bulma getting all these rewards and shit.
She's the smartest woman on the planet. He knows.
Yeah, like, it's no big deal. It's like, yeah, she's fucking, she's the smartest woman on the planet, and Rich is like, and Rich is fucking all of their shit. Like, he already knew that. He doesn't.
Vegeta's just an unnecessary formality to nothing of the lectures acknowledging his wife's genes.
And they're just, oh, but he's like, they're like, oh, that's where it goes from a royal. Now, the Saiyan royalty thing is more of like, it's more of like a barbarian warlord instead of like a fantasy. It isn't like actual royalty here, where it's like, yeah, like forms and ceremony and pomp and circumstance and all that, but it's like...
It's implied that Saiyans had that, but I didn't mean they like have to do it.
That was more imposed on them by fucking priests and by fools.
Well, it was imposed upon them by their traditionalist, by their mindset.
Vegeta, but it's like Vegeta's like, I don't
the Royals have to set an example for the Saiyans under them, so they have to show themselves as the best that their race has to offer.
Hey, so there's more about Vegeta. He at least knows how to fucking high Goku where the football.
Yeah.
Say what you will, that man knows how to tie a tie.
Yep. And again, honestly, I think that Vegeta did just thought that Bulma getting an award for her genius was just an unnecessary formality.
Because again, Saiyans don't really give awards. They're like, oh yeah, this guy fucked. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
they acknowledge it, and then they just let people know about it when it's necessary.
and I will say this, is I actually plan on for Dragon Ball Chaos to have Bulma be, in when it comes to intellect, the Vegeta to Eggman's Goku. Something for her to be like, okay, I want to be smarter than him so I can help my friends.
And Vegeta's like, I approve. That's my... And basically, it's one of those things of, Eggman knows, don't touch Bulma.
And he also knows from experience, and with this idea, don't touch the shrine. Like, you can touch his house, but the shrine outside the house, do not touch the shrine. Because remember, that shrine, which we saw in episode 1 of Dragon Ball, wasn't in Goku's house, it was next to his house.
As is traditional for Chinese traditions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I did a lot of research.
Also, here's the thing. It seems like Goku built that himself because it was just him and Grandpa Gohan there. Yeah, he built that. Which means that Goku had become a farmer. He probably could have made as a carpenter.
Especially, and think about how fast he can fucking move. I mean, good guy can build a house of an excited feeling in a couple of minutes.
And here's the thing, that actually might highlight Goku's intelligence too, because that split thing, he would have had to have at least drawn a mental blueprint in his mind and assembled it based on that mental blueprint.
That's even the idea of adding something to Roshi's training, having them build sheds. And because I imagine that Goku going do-do-do-do-do would actually cause the shed to collapse because he's doing it too fast and too hard.
And there's like,
teaching him control. Like having him build a house or sheds to teach him to control his strength.
Time is slipping away.
And that is in line with Roshi's training methods.
And not to mention and again, Goku had to, if Goku would have built that shrine himself, that means he would have had to have mapped the blueprints in his head or on paper before building it. He would have had to have known how he wanted to look inside and out before building it.
And knowing Goku, he probably like, like flew around or whatever and like looked at other shrines or some shit.
Well,
to like, get an idea. This is a shrine. God.
Well, actually, no. Remember that place was already. I think that place was already there by the start of Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball.
Yes, it was.
Because mean that Goku built that as a kid when he couldn't fly yet.
I made a tougher stuff than you.
Before he met Road.
Yep.
Yeah, like meaning that Goku when he was a kid already had enough skills to be a professional carpenter.
You're the champion!
To be fair, he does live out in the middle of the woods, but he knows a lot of survival skills. I mean, you throw him in the middle of the woods, they'll fucking... You know, I mean, he goes... I mean, hell, he still likes doing it.
Any fighters out there who think they've got what it takes?
So, yeah, I think that if Goku had become a farmer, he could have been a very successful carpenter.
Once he relearned to control his strength with a hammer.
Everybody's here.
Yeah.
No worry, Chi-Chi.
Or idea, he could have used his fingers to just gently push in the nails.
Like, don't worry, Chi-Chi. Like, he just pokes a nail and then the whole like, base structure of a shed around him falls over.
Okay, maybe
I should be a farmer.
Okay, sure.
Okay, to be fair, I'm a little rusty. I haven't done this since I built Grandpa's shrine.
And said, wait, when did you build that before, Roshi?
And she's like, you're becoming a carpenter.
And she's just like, why didn't you tell me? Yeah, right.
Let's not waste any time.
Again, and look at how that shrine looks, Nick. Can you imagine the kind of intelligence, kind of skill it would take to not only mentally map that
grasp it. He's a natural artist, surprisingly.
Yep, he's a natural craftsman.
I mean, if you think about it, a lot of skills that craftsmen learn mentally, if you think about it, are very similar to martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
So these are
Goku's very adaptable when it comes... Because the martial arts mindset is actually very adaptable. And if you look at it, a lot of martial artists in history were also like writers, and they're like artistry, because they were also monks, for the most part.
Go on.
Yeah, like,
see it
hell,
right?
There have been martial artists who have been cooks.
Right.
Yeah, cooks. They were like sculptors.
For some reason.
You know, they did like wrote books. They did gardening. Like it's like there's so many things.
When it comes to the cooks thing, yeah, Goku was planning on cooking the fish that he had gotten when Bulma ran him over.
And here's the thing. In Chinese martial arts, you're expected to follow the principles of Kung Fu in everything you do. Because it can be applied to any part of your life.
So basically, Goku kind of like just has a roadmap to how to do things. Like, granted, there are limits to it, obviously.
I'm stepping in.
You need extra training and other shit in other things to further apply it. You know, it gets you so far.
But yeah, like Goku could have got. If Goku could learn to sit still and study, he could have become a professional carpenter.
Honestly, and honestly, I think that's what Gohan did.
Yeah.
Because he kind of learned from his dad. Like, here's the thing that people don't realize is, like, oh, but Goku didn't get trained for this. Gohan watched him probably a lot.
Yeah.
And, dare I say, monkey see, monkey do.
But here's the thing. Gohan is much sharper mentally than his father, so it makes sense that he could pick up Goku's martial arts skills just by seeing he's watching him do them.
And you mean to tell me that he didn't potentially read books on martial arts?
It's over.
He probably did, because as a way to feel closer to his dad.
Dodge this.
And again, Chi-Chi seeing him read that stuff, like, really reading.
Yeah, like, she may not want him to actually start training anytime soon, but at least he's reading. And the stuff he's reading will help him grow and mature.
Here's the thing it comes down to is Goku. Yeah, so basically it just comes down to like Goku just and Goku just like spending time with his family, even if it's just like I have no doubt that they've gone on like camp. Like I remember that one flashback to like when it's Chi-Chi and Gohan, and like Chi-Chi, Goku, and Gohan in the Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Nick,
Like Goku just likes the quieter, simple moments being with his family.
I have an idea for what we can do with Gokan if you want to hear. What if Goku packs his carpentry skills onto Gokan? Help him learn to build stuff.
Basically, she's like, yeah, what are you, Gohan? I said, Goku, what are you doing? He's the educator. He's like, I am educating him.
Do not bother.
I'm sorry, what?
And he's like, yeah, carpentry, a lot goes into being a carpenter. You have to be able to mentally make a blueprint, draw and map it out. Then you have to be able to follow it to be able to build something.
That is surprisingly well put together for you, Goku. And like she's like, that's surprisingly well put together for you.
Genius. That's the first. It's like, and then go. I used to have Gohan, so I was like, that's the first time I ever heard her say that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So I was saying, she's like, oh, he could go into a train. Goku, you're a genius. And then Gohan's on the side, he's like, that's the first time I heard her say that.
Mm-hmm. And I think Goku really enjoy learning to build stuff.
Hey,
Goku, with his hands.
what's your condition?
Also, here's another thing.
Virus hasn't kicked in as we were expecting.
What?
If we're factoring in GT and the womanizer Gohan, or Goten,
Stupid of you not to bring the medicine in case this happened.
That makes you to wait. He's like,
Rest yourself.
Watch this, and he fucking builds a house. Just
to pick up that medicine.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime,
Plus, I didn't really thought of him being a womanizer. He was just trying to do swagger because he's probably on his first date with a woman.
Dude, how fucking much swagger can you be like, yeah, I can fucking build a mansion inside 5 minutes. Watch me.
Yeah. Pursuit of Android.
Like you could tell, Goten wasn't trying to be a womanizer. He's nervous. And like, okay. Like, think like Gohan or my dad.
But yeah, like I could see Goku teaching Goten his carpentry skills.
And honestly, the time that Chi-Chi wants to be educated. Chi-Chi wants him to get a good job, and she knows that trade is a good way to be successful.
As I hate following Giro's orders, the idea of her
She's not
standing around here doing
stupid.
nothing all day
She's
is
like,
driving me
wait,
up the wall.
that's brilliant. Because Goten is never going to be like Gohan. Gohan, he was kind of railroaded to it. He does clearly like what he does.
Yeah, like, he likes researching stuff, and he likes learning.
Like, the only problem we have is that it feels as though he wasn't really given a choice to be this.
Yeah.
They just got lucky that the thing that Chi-Chi...
If I had to choose between going into
battle
alongside the Namek,
I think Chi-Chi was after Goku explained this to her, he was okay with him teaching Goku.
Okay. And this is the other thing that people forget about Chi-Chi. You remember the Peaceful Years arc where Chi-Chi tried to aim Goten and fighting? She knows Goten is a lot like him.
Beautiful.
A lot like Goku.
But she knows that she'd know that there has to be something that she has to teach him a different way than she taught Gohan.
You know what? I would have gotten bored just watching
And when
so I'll
Goku
jump in
teaching
with
him
my
trade,
nice
I
little
think
2-on-2.
see that as a good idea. Know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Have it your
remember
way.
that was actually kind of nice. And honestly, I think Ichi would like that.
Alright, looks like I'm fighting you.
How's Toxic coming, Archie?
I'm taking a quick break to get the juice page.
Fair enough. But then, like, honestly, like, yeah, no,
Show no sign.
and also, again, we do see by the time Super Goten is definitely turning out like his fucking dad.
Yeah, like, as Smokestick in his What If Super 17 was canon thing, Goten, at his heart, is an adventurer. He's not a martial artist like his dad, and he's not a bookworm like his brother.
So he wants to trade. Also, having a trade means he can do business anywhere.
He can go anywhere in the world to build stuff and see anything he wants to see.
Exactly. It gives him the freedom that would allow him to do what he likes.
Which is why I think that him and Palace, that's the girl's name, are actually pretty good, because Palace is clearly a free spirit. A free spirit for an adventurer like Goku.
Yeah, that's a perfect fit.
They got infinite stamina or what?
But yeah, like I'm picturing Goku with a hard hat while he and Goku build a house,
And the hard hat is literally because his mom won't stop nagging him until he wears the hat.
Yeah, and it starts with Goku teaching Goten how to make a mental blueprint, and then how to draw the blueprint out physically.
Like, and I can see Gohan being the one to help him put it into words in order to explain it to Chi-Chi. Like, Gohan explained it to me.
How did you Gohan explain it to me? Oh, right.
And then I could see Chi-Chi just while Goku's teaching Goten this stuff, just bring them out some cold drinks so they can keep cool and hydrated while they work.
But remember, don't take the last of Vegeta's heat tap.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
Now, Goten, remember on the job, you need to keep hydrated. Remember to take Nephrine.
Yes, and he's like, yes, Mom. All right, Dad. What's next? And he's like, hey, Dad.
Chi-Chi.
Starting to come to the surface. If we combine our strength, we're a force to be reckoned with.
No son of mine is going to miss any meal.
And then she goes, all right, boys, I'll leave the drinks right here. I'm gonna let you get back to your work.
And I just thought of something hilarious. She comes out and sees Goku standing in a few, like a couple hundred feet away from the house. And Goku throws up the nails for Gohan to basically lightly punch to get into the house.
And surprisingly, it works. So, because we can't get their energy, their training energy out.
Infected me. Till I beat this thing,
See those two doing their training time together.
Combat. They're way stronger than we thought. 3 years training wasn't enough.
And then when she comes back,
we're gonna stand a chance now.
Let's train some more.
Piccolo.
I
wanted to train with Gohan. Hyperbolic time, but would you go and train with him in my place? He has so much potential. I know you can bring out his latent power.
Honestly, I can see after they finish the foundation and stuff, go being like, tomorrow to go, I'll teach you how to play. And stuff could be like, tomorrow I'll teach you how to plaster.
Go on.
And then like Gohan's like, I never thought I'd actually see the day where Gohan
so strong with your training as it is.
Listen to him.
Think of how much further you could go.
And then Vidal's like, well, sometimes you just gotta learn a different like sometimes you just gotta figure out the right way to explain to somebody.
For Gohan's benefit. I want to make
sure
I
achieve seeing how fun that was of putting nails and punching dancing, trying to float over to do that.
And then does Vidal Brown no, Pan. You're too young for that.
Mr. Piccolo,
that
sounds great. I'll work really hard.
That's just like fucking Boo doesn't see that.
Yeah.
He's gonna fuck. Because that's the thing that people forget. Like, no, really? The Boo saying who does that kind of invitation to?
And he can pick it up just as easily as any Saiyan.
Well, here's the problem: is that Try to get the control part's gonna be the fun part.
Yep. Oh, and I just realized something else.
What?
Wait, what do you think teachers? How do you think teachers gonna be feeling about the fact that she has a scholar? Their older son is a scholar, and her younger son is a carpenter.
He's going to feel very accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is another thing. This is another thing, actually. That you
What?
You can't say Goku is a bad influence on his kids now. You can't say that.
Because not only did they encourage Gohan studies outside of saving the world when they need to train to save the world, but he taught Goku carpentry.
Ready to be absorbed.
And honestly, Goku could be very happy that he's like, I didn't even intend to get it out like that, but thank God.
Absorbing the android made him stronger. Gohan,
Again,
you need some more time.
Was this kind of terrifying, PG? He's happy to get her.
Indeed.
But again, I think he really enjoy carpentry. It just seems like something he'd like, you know? Having something to do with his hands.
I have a idea he could do like GT. Like, instead of punching them in, he like gets them in his hands and shoots them out with like it was fucking King Stalin and the
Which we can. I just thought of something. What would you say to have him creating key-based attacks based on carpentry?
Actually making me question if I'm
That's cool.
or not.
It's hard to structure this or something.
This energy.
No, I'm talking about Nick. I'm talking about legitimately creating his own attacks, like making in tiny but powerful key-based needles that he flicks like he does a nail.
That'd be cool, but you gotta say he's definitely married with strength.
Yeah.
Because that would actually be very useful with carpentry.
Maybe a smaller version that he can hover over his hand.
And a bigger version, and the bigger version's back on in case he needs it. Hang on. I'm looking up something. You know that one technique that Cell does when he fucking cuts up the stone for the arena?
I think he was using telekinesis for that.
I'm looking up exactly what that is. Right?
Okay.
What is the techniques used by...
Yeah, in age 801, Goku goes missing, realizing his death is imminent and wanting to settle a rivalry. Yada yada yada. Years later, a supernova explosion is detected. It is assumed to be from Goku and Vegeta's battle.
My body feels heavy, and it's so hot I can barely breathe.
That is everything post GT that has to do with, you know, canon characters.
Yeah, that's right. It's called Psycho Crash.
We have all the food and drink we need. It's a perfect environment to focus on training.
To be fair, that does... I mean, to be fair, there is a key. There is a key slash. So he could use that to, like, cut shit, right?
So what kind of training are we gonna be
Actually, that would be the fucking destructive, wouldn't it?
So apparently when the Dragon Balls did come back, Dende he deactivated them.
Yeah, that's why I thought.
More
But
than
yeah,
anything, we need you to be able to become a Super Saiyan like your father.
And obviously he has
Go
the classics
further
like the
beyond even
Kamehameha. He's got the classics.
Also, the fact that it's because of me we came up with this, due to me pointing out what the thing on Morgan had to go,
by focusing on sharpening the parts of your skill set that are still a bit rougher on
Good
the
job, Ricky.
edges.
Don't
Got
say
it?
that you're not a good writer.
Let's not get crazy.
Yeah, in age 804, that's when Gohan on begins research for the book.
Where should we start?
I should wonder something.
You have latent power that surpasses even Goku's
Don't
strength. But you need to
Because
control your
everyone's
emotions so
skills
you
in
can
DNA,
wield
right?
your power.
Yeah, there's a good chunk of people's.
Do you think you have their non-combat based skills too, like Goku's carpentry skills?
In this fight, I'm going to push you to your limit.
Say that he used
You need to keep yourself grounded and maintain your anger. Now come on.
Control my emotions. Okay, I'll give it a
Because
try.
how often they make that fucking...
I get that you don't have a passion for fighting, and that's all well and good. But your pacifism won't mean squat if the world gets destroyed. Now come on.
Guys, the Ryan says it's like because the confirmed, because the only confirmed, there's just no
Contain your anger,
Funimation.
fear, your
That's
anxiety.
only Funimation that's nothing else
All
confirmed.
explode.
I'll try my best.
Is Goku, Piccolo, Vegeta, Frieza, and Goku. We can't assume anybody else. Nope.
Let's go. Over here.
So, yeah.
You're less than dirt.
That's because everyone is a man with bullshit.
There's no escaping me.
Vegeta's my bullshit, and whatever Frieza and King Cole would know, it wouldn't be basic shit like that.
Tougher than I expected.
Keep working on it. But don't forget that feeling.
And Cell doesn't have any need for, hyper advanced technology.
But we had to have gotten that from Goku.
Yeah, the daddy just raided a bookstore to fucking read up on that shit. Nope. Although that would be funny.
Yeah.
That's just like, I think you should probably get back to posting, buddy.
I know. I'm enjoying just having a snack. But yeah, like, what's that say about how smart Goku actually is? That he probably knows how to train carpenters as a child.
Goku is the prime example of somebody who he's not book smart. But he's got skills.
Yep.
So, who will be going up against me first?
I know damn well how powerful Cell has become in his perfect form,
But that's what
even
I'm
before the fight's
You know?
begun. But this is what I've trained for. Cell, I am prepared to be your first opponent.
Yep.
What? Mr. Piccolo, are you sure?
Final Piccolo. He's got a plan in mind. So I say we let him do his thing.
I'll give it all I've got.
I like the detail with
There's
where
only
Piccolo is the
slightest
hero
chance of
of the Cell games, where in the background you see Goku in his base form,
This is a delightful surprise. Piccolo!
because he never went in the time chamber and never discovered Grade
Allow you
4.
to show me your progress.
Good.
But Gohan did, hence why he's still in Super Saiyan. That's what I like about these little sparking episodes, is those tiny attentions to detail. By the way, Nick, thoughts on the future post GT era?
The surprises just keep on.
I think what you'll like, Ricky, is age 805.
But interesting.
Better than that.
Your improvements are actually quite remarkable.
If Trunks and Goten form a key sword fighting school. I do not know how to pronounce the word, that's why I'm saying it's towards the bottom, but you can check it out when you are able to.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Oh, okay. I'll start taking this seriously then.
And yeah, Goku will die in age 801. As will Vegeta.
Come on. I thought
The fact that they were that at this point they became powerful enough to essentially create supernovas.
Wow.
Now that's some energy. Fantastic! I do believe my next opponent has already been decided. We're not done! Actually, we are.
Leave him alone!
Damn you!
And also in 794, Pan and becomes a martial arts teacher and puts bitches in their place.
What are you doing? Finish him! It's all
Guys.
up to you!
What, do you want me to end it already? I'm not letting him off that easy. He deserves to feel the same pain he put all his victims through.
Go on!
I'm calm, Mr. Piccolo. For a moment there, I was completely blinded with rage. But when I thought about my training with you, I came back to my senses.
Good. You've learned much.
Cell, you wanted to become the ultimate life form, right? Well, you can't beat me now, so you should give up. So one more time, I ask that you surrender.
Although that whole telecommunicated martial arts, or it's essentially allowing you to fight people from across the world and probably eventually across galaxies without having to leave your home planet. And asked Bulma to develop it.
Interesting.
Chikoro Kenjutsu, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you, semester of Japanese class.
What's wrong? Where did all that confidence disappear to?
Also, one thing that I love of the tiny little attention to detail when it comes to like when Gohan wears the Piccolo outfit is, if you notice,
No.
it's ripped the exact same way Piccolo's is.
Now it's my turn to torture you before I kill you. I won't let you!
Like, the only difference is that it's mirrored in or in that, like, for Piccolo, his right strap is, I think, still there, and for Gohan, it's his left.
For the love of, have you still not realized I'm done with you? Stand aside or die.
I told you I wasn't done. This is still my fight, too.
Right.
Buying some time, are you? How much? Maybe a few measly seconds? You won't be able to outrun me. Damn it! Over here!
Honestly, I like the idea of Gohan on making that book.
It does make sense.
Yep.
This was all you had?
And
To stay on the
and Krillin and Tien, and like we already see Tien and starting that path up way earlier in Super.
Mr. Piccolo!
But like Krillin also continuing the ways of the Turtle School will be on and just him and Goku and well Yamcha.
You're less than dirt.
I like that.
Be gone! Hellzone grenade!
The fun has run out. I'm going to destroy this planet and wipe you all out at once.
He's wide open. The special beam cannon might work on him now. Hope you're at peace. Be gone!
Also, just the thing with Launch. Launch makes the news somehow as she jailbreaks successfully for the 100th time.
I've caused him some damage, but that's the best I can do. With that much energy, he could actually beat Cell.
I don't think so.
No good. Their power's evenly matched, so I'd better tip the scale.
See you in hell!
No! Now, Gohan!
This can't be my help!
How you doing, Nick?
Fine.
I have to ask legitimately, of those things, which one do you think like the best when it comes to their futures?
I like a lot of it, really. I like all of it.
Also, I love 790 with he like the fact that Boo made his wife because he read one of Mr. Satan's adult books.
No, don't blame yourself. Even if Goku had been fighting in your place, things likely would have gone the same. You two are so alike, it's hilarious. What you share isn't being naive. It's compassion for even your worst enemies. And it's because of that compassion that I'm still alive to this day.
Mr. Piccolo!
Gohan, be proud of the man you are. Your kindness isn't a weakness. In fact, it's your greatest strength.
Someday, I want to become just as strong as you and Dad, Mr. Piccolo. Will you help me?
Wow. You grow up fast, kid.
Oh, Nick? You want to know the name of Jotaro's daughter from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
I already know.
Yeah, Jolie Cujo. After the song Jolene by Dolly Parton. The guy behind JoJo puts a lot of musical references into his works.
Indeed.